I feel like sometimes when I post on social media, it sounds like I'm ranting and checking this mic up. And it's not. It's just I have a concern. I want to put it out there. And then I think that people feel like since it's social media, they can kind of go after me. And I still feel like I'm right. So I'm going to make a YouTube video on it. And that way I can limit my comments a little bit. But guys, recently I was at a wedding. And if you guys didn't know, I'm a wedding photographer. And I was at a wedding and dinner was happening. And normally I send my assistant over and say, hey, where should we go? Where should we sit? Should we go get our food? What do you want from us, right? If it's a buffet, it's a plated, and this was plated. So we said, well, we'll go hang out, over here, and then just let us know it's ready. We're happy to help and grab it. That way we can start eating. And the coordinator then comes up to me and says, sorry, you guys eat after everybody else eats. And if you're a vendor, you know where this video is going. So let's do the intro and we'll talk about it. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Jeramie with Jeramie Photography. Thank you so much for tuning in. Guys, if you're new, please consider subscribing. Video helps you get a thumbs up and then click that bell. It'll tell you every time I have a new video, which is like every other day or so. With that being said, guys, I have a huge thank you to all of the people who have helped me throughout my, I know it's waddling, guys. I know the video's waddling. Who have helped me throughout, my career, and they've given me tons of coupon codes and links down below, so you guys will find those, and then just take a look at them, and if it works, support them, because they support me, and that means a lot to me. So, guys, here we are. We are in 2021. We are in, it's December, so wedding season's gonna start again here in a few months. And I get my last wedding happening on Saturday. So I'm very excited to have a little bit of, not downtime, but a little bit of recoup time, if you will. But I feel like this is kind of a given right now. The vendor meal has always been an issue. Enough so that I think 90% of vendors I talk to actually have it built into their contract. That there's a vendor meal provided and when it's provided. Not because we're jerks and all we care about is food, it's because in order for us to progress, eat, and stay with our couple and do what our couple needs, we have to eat at a certain time. And I know that somebody's gonna come on these comments and say, you're arrogant and how dare you tell people when. In fact, when I posted my thing, I lost like 2 or 3 friends because they were like, how dare you get mad that you're getting free food at a wedding? So here's how this works, guys. When I'm at a wedding, I am shooting 8 to 12-hour days. I pack snacks, I pack power bars, I pack Cliff bars, I pack power cookies, I packed a lot of power stuff to keep me going, and I'm hydrating my team, and we're doing well. But we don't really get a break, and we don't need a break because, I'm a straight continuous photographer. So dinner for me is one of those things where I don't really care about myself, but my team. I need to make sure my team is eating, and I need to make sure my team gets at least a 5 to 10 minute break where they can just sit down and woo-saw, right? And this happens the perfect time when our bride and groom are eating, when everybody's eating, because nobody wants pictures when they're actually chowing down on food, right? So we take that opportunity to eat. And back in the day, if there wasn't a meal provided, which is super sketch in general. I mean, if you're inviting people to your party, feed them. It's just, an old Asian culture thing. I'm sure most of you guys feel the same way. But if I'm not provided food back in the day, I have my own meals. I have packed lunches. I have things ready to go for me and my team. But it doesn't always work that way. So we like to sit down when the bride and groom sits down, right? So bride and groom eats. Our meals are then served usually in a back room, hidden somewhere. I do a few things while the bride and groom eats that I don't want to be sitting at a guest table because it involves a laptop, iPad, camera, and all that fun stuff. So the perfect time for us to eat is when the bride and groom eats. Now, if you're a vendor, most of you guys are gonna be like, yeah, Jeramie, that's exactly when we eat. Cool. But if you're a coordinator and you're still making your vendors wait until eating after everybody eats, what's gonna happen is the bride and groom are gonna be done eating. They're gonna start walking around talking to guests while guests are still eating. If I haven't eaten or sat down at that time and my food comes out, guess what? It's not gonna get touched. I care more about getting the shots of them talking to tables or maybe us going out for sunset photos or doing something rather than me sitting there eating and my couple goes, where's our photographer? Then I start to look like the jerk, right? Imagine the DJ, all of a sudden, you know, he has his cocktail music, he has his 10 or 15 songs ready to go, where he can sit down and just let that kind of go while the bride and groom eats. It's just common sense at this point, and I think when I wrote common sense on social media, a lot of vendors got upset. I'm like, but for me, it's common sense. Let the vendors eat while the bride and groom eats so that they're done at the same time. Now, I talked about having it in my contract. Now, look, if somebody decides, which they haven't, to say, Jeramie, we're not gonna feed you at our wedding. How dare you ask us to provide you with the meal? Cool, I'm game. My contract simply states, either you can provide us, me and my team, with a meal, or you provide us with a 30-minute to 45-minute break and we go get our food. Look, we don't want to leave, but we also are human. We also need to eat. I also need a second to just chill and relax. Also, I use that time to do something for my couple. And if you've been to any of my weddings, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you haven't, it's a surprise. So at this point, it's just very weird to me. So if you're a vendor here watching, if you're a coordinator watching, please have this conversation with your photographer. If you really don't want them to eat when the bride and groom eats, then talk to them. Let them know so they can prepare. Also, I don't understand why. You know, vendor meals are counted as part of the meals. They should be coming out as part of the meals. Vendor meals aren't extra, meaning that if 100 people have meals and 94 don't show up, now you have 6 extra. That's not how vendor meals work. You have 100 and you have 6 vendor meals. That's part of it. So let the vendor meals go out first. It's usually just what they're cooking anyways. And especially if it's a buffet, there should be no reason why your vendors are waiting till the end. You have the count of people and you have the count of food. It's simple. Anyways, that's my rant for the day. It's been annoying. And you know, this happened to me as recently as 3 weeks ago. And I just don't get it. And I feel like I'm the jerk for going like, oh, well, I'm just not gonna eat then. And yeah, that's where we're at. Anyways, guys, hope you're having a good day. Wedding season's almost over, almost Christmas. Hope you guys are having a good time. Talk to you later. Bye.